Can we feed a growing population in a world altered by climate change? A thought-provoking question that demands our attention. This intricate dance between the climate and our agricultural landscape is one that we must understand and navigate diligently. Agriculture, the very backbone of our civilization, is under siege. The culprit, a rapidly changing climate. The effects are not just in the far-off future, but are manifesting right now, in the fields and farms that feed us all. The challenges are many and multifaceted. Changing weather patterns, for instance, are not merely an inconvenience. They disrupt the delicate balance that governs the growth of our crops. Extended periods of drought or excessive rainfall can decimate entire harvests, leaving us grappling with food shortages and soaring prices. Extreme events, too, are becoming an all-too-familiar foe. Unpredictable storms, floods, and heat waves are increasingly wreaking havoc on our agricultural systems. These events leave a trail of destruction, not only damaging crops but also eroding the very soil they grow in, posing a long-term threat to our food security. Then there's the matter of shifting growing seasons. As the climate warms, the timing of key growing stages for our crops is changing. This shift can lead to mismatches between crop needs and the availability of essential resources like water and pollinators, impacting yields and quality. The dance is complex, and the music is playing faster than ever. But we are not powerless. We have the knowledge, the tools, and the determination to turn this around. With innovative strategies and technologies, we can build a resilient and sustainable future for agriculture, one that can feed the world while mitigating the effects of climate change on our food systems. As we delve into this issue, remember, our food systems are the lifelines of civilization. They nourish us, sustain us, and in many ways, define us. It's time to ensure that they can continue to do so, even in a climate-altered world. Farmers, the stewards of our soil and food, grapple with these challenges daily. They are the silent warriors, fighting unseen battles against the elements and enduring the brunt of our changing climate. As the seasons become unpredictable, so too does the rhythm of their lives. Each day brings a new challenge, a new test of their resilience and adaptability. In the heartlands where crops sway under the sun, farmers speak of shifting weather patterns. Summers are hotter, winters are harsher, and the rains, which once followed a predictable pattern, now arrive capriciously. These changes are not mere inconveniences. They can spell the difference between a bountiful harvest and a barren field. But farmers are not merely victims of these climatic upheavals. They are also innovators, problem solvers, and pioneers. Many have embraced sustainable farming practices, crafting a harmonious balance between the needs of their crops and the health of the environment. They've turned to crop rotation, cover crops, and organic fertilizers, strategies that not only enrich the soil, but also help sequester carbon. Some farmers, like those tending to vineyards, have even started experimenting with different grape varieties that are more resistant to changing weather conditions. Others have embraced technology, using data-driven tools to optimize water usage, monitor soil health, and predict weather patterns. These stories of adaptation are not isolated. From the rice fields of Asia to the corn belts of America, farmers are demonstrating incredible resilience and resourcefulness. They are redefining what it means to farm in a climate-altered world, proving that change, while challenging, can also be a catalyst for innovation. The challenges are immense, and the stakes are high. But if there's one thing we can learn from these custodians of the land, it's that adaptability, resilience, and innovation are key to survival. Their resilience and ingenuity serve as a beacon of hope in these trying times. Agricultural experts and environmental scientists offer a broader perspective on these challenges. The science behind climate change's impact on agriculture is both fascinating and alarming. As our planet warms, it triggers a cascade of environmental changes that directly affect our ability to produce food. Picture this. Rising temperatures are more than just a hot day at the beach. They're shifting the very seasons themselves. Our growing seasons are changing, becoming less predictable, which in turn disrupts traditional planting and harvesting schedules. Then there's the issue of water. Climate change alters precipitation patterns, leading to periods of both intense rainfall and severe drought. This unpredictable water availability can devastate crops, leading to lower yields and even total crop failure. But it's not all doom and gloom. The science also shows us potential solutions, paths forward that can help us adapt to these changes and ensure a sustainable future for agriculture. One such path is the development and use of climate-smart crops. These are varieties that have been bred or genetically engineered to be more resilient to climate change's impacts, such as heat, drought, and pests. Another is the adoption of sustainable farming practices. By nurturing the health of the soil through techniques like crop rotation and cover cropping, we can improve its ability to store water and nutrients, making our farms more resilient to climate variability. Precision agriculture is another tool in our arsenal. This approach uses technology to manage farms more efficiently, reducing waste and maximizing productivity. Think drones that monitor crop health or GPS-guided tractors that apply just the right amount of fertilizer where it's needed. And let's not forget the potential of regenerative agriculture. This holistic approach goes beyond sustainability to actively restore and improve the environment. It encompasses practices like agroforestry, which integrates trees into farmland to improve biodiversity and sequester carbon, and managed grazing, which uses livestock to enhance soil health. These scientific advancements and practices are more than just theoretical. They're being put into action by farmers around the world, transforming the way we think about and do agriculture. Their insights shed light on the path towards a sustainable and resilient agricultural future. Innovation holds the key to overcoming these challenges. As we delve into the realm of possibilities, it's clear that the future of agriculture under a changing climate will be shaped by the innovative strategies and technologies that are currently being developed and implemented worldwide. Take vertical farming, for instance. This ingenious method turns the traditional concept of farming on its head, literally. By growing crops in vertically stacked layers, it allows for a more efficient use of space, reduces water usage by up to 95%, and eliminates the need for harmful pesticides. Not to mention, it can be practiced in urban environments, bringing fresh produce closer to city dwellers and reducing carbon emissions from food transport. Then there's precision agriculture. This technology-driven approach uses data from satellite imaging and drones to monitor crop growth, soil conditions, and weather patterns. By providing farmers with precise information about when and where to plant, irrigate, and harvest, it boosts crop productivity while minimizing resource use and environmental impact. But it's not just about high-tech solutions. Simple yet powerful innovations are also making a significant difference. Regenerative agriculture, for example, focuses on improving soil health, biodiversity, and ecosystem resilience. By implementing practices like cover cropping, composting, and rotational grazing, farmers can sequester carbon in the soil, enhance water retention, and increase crop resilience to extreme weather events. And let's not forget about the role of plant science in creating climate-resilient crops. Through selective breeding and genetic modification, scientists are developing crop varieties that are more resistant to drought, heat, pests, and diseases, thereby ensuring food security in a changing climate. All these innovations are not just about coping with the impacts of climate change. They are about transforming the agricultural sector into a key player in the fight against global warming. These innovations sow the seeds for a resilient agricultural future. They show us that with creativity, ingenuity, and a commitment to sustainability, we can navigate the challenges of climate change and ensure that our agricultural systems continue to nourish us and future generations in a climate-altered world. The future of agriculture is not just about food, it's about people, planet, and prosperity. Indeed, a climate-altered agricultural landscape has implications that stretch far beyond our dinner plates. Firstly, let's consider food security. As unpredictable weather patterns disrupt traditional growing seasons, farmers around the globe face the challenge of feeding an ever-growing population. The stakes are high. If we don't rise to this challenge, millions could face the specter of hunger. Yet it's not just about producing more food, it's about producing it sustainably. Agriculture is a significant contributor to greenhouse gas emissions, and if left unchecked, it could exacerbate the very climate changes that threaten it. However, the news isn't all bad. Farmers and scientists are pioneering sustainable farming practices that could help us turn the tide. From regenerative agriculture that restores soil health to precision farming that optimizes resource use, we have the tools to make agriculture part of the solution to climate change. Then there's the economy. Agriculture is a critical economic driver in many countries, particularly in the developing world. It provides livelihoods for billions of people. As climate change alters the agricultural landscape, it could also reshape these economies. But again, there's hope. By investing in sustainable agricultural practices, we can create resilient rural economies that can weather the storms of change. Finally, let's talk about our planet. Agriculture has a profound impact on our environment, from deforestation to water pollution. Yet, it also has the potential to mitigate these impacts. By adopting sustainable farming practices, we can protect biodiversity, improve water quality, and even sequester carbon. In sum, the future of agriculture is a story of challenge and opportunity. It's a story about our ability to feed a growing population, to create resilient economies, and to protect our planet. The future of our food systems will shape the future of our world. The road ahead is fraught with challenges, but filled with opportunities. As we've embarked on this journey together, we've traversed the complex landscape of climate change and its profound implications for agriculture. We've heard from farmers on the forefront, caught a glimpse of the science of sustainability, planted seeds of hope for the future, and zoomed out for a global perspective. Our world is in flux, and these changes are felt keenly in our fields and farms. With shifting weather patterns, extreme events, and changing growing seasons, the pressure on our food systems is mounting. But within these challenges, there's an incredible opportunity. Farmers, agricultural experts, environmental scientists, they're all part of a collective effort to cultivate a resilient and sustainable future for agriculture. They are the architects of change, harnessing innovation and technology to adapt and thrive in a climate-altered world. From precision farming to vertical agriculture, from soil regeneration to plant-based protein innovations, the solutions are as diverse as the challenges they address. Yet, this is not a task for a select few. It's a collective endeavor, a shared responsibility. Each one of us has a role to play. As consumers, we can support sustainable farming practices through our buying choices. As citizens, we can advocate for policies that promote climate-smart agriculture. As members of the global community, we can champion the cause of food security and climate justice. Our actions, no matter how small, can ripple out to create significant change. It's about making conscious choices, about aligning our values with our actions. It's about understanding the power of our plates to shape our planet's future. The road ahead may be steep, but we're not alone on this journey. With every challenge comes a chance to innovate, to adapt, to grow. The seeds of change have been planted, and a resilient, sustainable agricultural future is within our grasp. Together, we can harvest change and nourish our future in a climate-altered world. Join us in this essential conversation about our food, our planet, and our future. We're not just talking about climate change and agriculture. We're talking about the survival of generations to come. How we grow our food and how we respond to the changing climate will set the stage for the future. We invite you, yes you, to join in this dialogue. Feel free to comment below, share your thoughts, your experiences, and your ideas. Share this video with your friends, your family, your community. Let's spread the word. Let's raise awareness. Let's inspire change. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more enlightening content on sustainable agriculture and the impacts of climate change. Together, we can sow the seeds of knowledge and cultivate a resilient, sustainable future. Feeding a growing population in a climate-altered world is our shared responsibility. Together, we can make a difference.